Hi, it's Evangeline from etrailer.com, and today we are looking at our Konig XG-12 Pro on our 2020 Toyota Tacoma. Now, what's super cool about this tire chain was, well, first, how easy it was to install. I didn't have to reach around behind the tire or crawl underneath the car to install it. I just kind of draped it on and connected a few ends. Now it also has a self-tensioning system, which is super cool because I didn't have to pull any tensioners tight against the tire chain. So I'm pretty secure about how secure the tire chain is to my tire. Now, if you look closer over here, this tire chain has a diamond-shaped pattern as well as these brackets inside to really add to that traction on the road. It also covers more of the tire than, say, maybe your ladder style traditional tire chains. It also has their D-shaped links here, and those flat edges over there add that extra traction, as well as they are smaller in size so that you have a smoother ride. Now, if you're not wearing gloves like I am and you need to install this chain, these coated links right over here help make it a lot easier to install this chain without freezing your fingers off. It also protects the tire, which is a nice thing. Before I show you how we installed this chain, let's take a look at the box it came inside. And it's a really nice case that comes with this tire chain. It's super sturdy. It's a hard case. It also has this nice little hook and loop patch that they add at the back, and that's just to keep it inside your car and not sliding around when you drive around. It also has some pretty cool goodies that I enjoy, and there's these instructions, and they're made in plastic so that you can use them while out in the snow, in the mud, and they won't be falling apart on you. It also comes with a nice little plastic mat, and while the plastic mat is pretty nice for the snow, it's also, if it's extra windy, I also would keep maybe another rubber mat inside my car just for that situation. But it's a super nice touch. So now let's look at how we installed this tire chain. Okay, before we install our tire chain, I like to just lay it out on the ground and comb out the chains just to see and check if any of the links may be warped or broken. It also helps make it easier to install the chain. So here it looks pretty good. If you look over here at the actual chain, you need to make sure that this end is facing the tire. So this should not be facing the tire, this should. Just because that flatter edge just helps protect the tire a little bit more. So when it all looks good, you're ready to go around and start with the yellow end. Feed it back behind the tire so you can pick it up on the other side. On this other side of the tire, you can just pick up that end, and it's nice just to bring the chains out. Okay, this should be on the right side, and comb it out again so it's easier to install. Just like that, it should be a nice arc around your tire. If it looks like that, you're ready to grab each end and put them together. So with this end, it should be able to reach out behind the tire. Okay, they snap in together like that. Pull them shut and just put it behind the tire. Now the chains are wrapped around the tire like that. What's nice about this pattern, as well as these discs in the middle, it helps you see exactly where the tire chain should be centered on a tire. So that looks pretty good. The next step here is to attach these two red pieces. This tire chain has color-coded pieces, so it helps you helps you see what's the next step. So right there. So it can attach here, and at the bottom we have this cable And our next step is to run this cable through this loop, okay? So if you pull that lever open, you can run it through like that. And when you push it, when you close it, it then ratchets. So you can find, there we go. That looks very good right there. Now, this has a very cool tensioning system in that this pulls and attaches to your cable. And from there, it's actually a self-tensioning system, so when you drive around, this will automatically pull against the cable. That cable, that tire chain was actually one of the easiest tire chains to install. You just throw it over there and attach a few ends. You don't have to reach around the tire, which I appreciate a lot. This also has this super cool system right here, so you don't have to like pull the tensioner to the end of the cable, and that's a lot less effort for me. This also has some really nice color-coded steps, so you know what has to be connected and what's the next step. So I appreciate that, especially after a long summer and autumn vacation. When it gets to winter, I then know what to do. So after we install it on here, this is a tire size of 265 by 65, 17. So if you're not sure what your tire size is, you can find it on the side of your tire. And our Tacoma's owner's manual said that you can only install these on the rear wheel. So we have it installed here on the driver's rear wheel as well as the passenger side. So other than that, it's a pretty good tire chain, very easy to install, and it's super sturdy. The self-tensioning system is pretty good. So this here was the Konig XG-12 Pro on our 2020 Toyota Tacoma.